UFC 327 is literally just wrapped up. It is 5 a.m. in the morning, and it's time to give a reaction and fights to make next. Let's just start off with the main card, and we're going to miss the Cub Swanson fight as he retired. What a legend, by the way. And we're just going to go straight away with Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. Now, this was a fucking terrible fucking fight. This was fucking horseshit of a fight. Like, I do believe that both of these fighters genuinely thought that if they got touched, they would die. And they fought like it too. Um, yeah, I can't even remember what really happened, so I'll just make this part quick because the rest of the fights were really fucking good. Um, I've put here Dominic Reyes should fight Jamal Hill, and Johnny Walker should fight Nita Krylov. I think they're both interesting fights. Let's be honest, they're both fucking great matchups created by myself. Let's be honest here. But let's move on to the next fight, which was amazing. So, on to Josh Hockett versus Curtis Blades. Now, when I tell you this was legitimately the best fight ever in UFC, I 100% mean it. Better than every single fight you can think of off the top of your head. This was better. This was better. One up there, maybe off the top of my head, Yuri versus Glover back in 2022. Off the top of my head, that's all I can think of. But in a general sense, this was the best fight to happen at heavyweight and in the entirety of UFC. This was a fucking war. You had the first round where Curtis Blades kind of, he was kind of getting battered, and then he turned it around and then started battering Hockett, and I think pretty clearly won that round. And then second round, low key, did Josh Hockett, yes or no, did he not cook in that last round, second round, and then start to add on and just walk forward at heavyweight? Walk forward through shots from Curtis Blades, who, by the way, rocked Aspinall in some moments, and this is coming from a British person, by the way, so there's no bias from that. He was rocking fucking Aspinall in moments in that fight, right? He walked through them. He walked through them. I don't know how he did that. I don't know how he did that, but he did that. And in the third round, basically, it was like, who's going to push the most? And Hockett clearly pushed the most. I don't know what Twitter's saying about this because I'm currently suspended on there. But man, this was a fucking great fight, man. And we already know what Hockett's next fight is. Hockett is now fighting Derek Lewis at the White House card. It's just been announced literally straight after the fight. Something to do with Trump was in the crowd and Dana White was there, so they've quickly made that fight basically straight after. I'm guessing Trump must have said something. And for Blades, there's basically nobody for him to fight. Like there's literally nobody for him to fight. So I guess he's gonna have to fight Spivak or something. Like seriously, that's the only people left for him. But yeah, next fight. So onto the co-main event, we had Paulo Costa versus Azamat Mirzakhanov. I predicted this fight perfectly. Costa was gonna whip the kicks in inside of the lower leg, then the body kicks, and then the head kicks, and he did exactly that. And then he rocked him. I did say as well, he would get rocked himself multiple times. And he didn't get rocked in the first round like I anticipated. He got knocked down. Well, not knocked down. Well, kind of knocked down. Yeah, he did get actually knocked down. But in the second round, this as well was a good fight, but like it just was nowhere near as good as fucking Hockett and Blades. I don't think we're ever going to see a fight like that again. That was fucking. That was something else. It really was something else. But man, I told everyone, I didn't expect the KO, but I told everyone Costa is going to win this fight. Mirzakhanov is literally just a fat old man. And he got booted in the fucking body, which I can't remember the fight exactly, but he did hurt his forearm in it. I can't remember exactly who it was, but he did hurt his forearm in it, and I was like, man, if Roman Kopylov, if why am I saying Roman Kopylov? I mean, if Paulo Costa is kicking your arms like that, he wins the fucking fight And he did. He won the fight, and I think he injured his arm, or that's what Joe Rogan was saying. But like Joe Rogan loves to glaze these fighters, so I don't really care too much about what Joe Rogan's self injuries are to these fighters. But who I've matched up Paulo Costa with, I've matched him up with Ankalaev. Tell me that isn't a great fight. Tell me that isn't a great fight. I think that's a fucking epic fight. Um, yeah, he can just kind of be like the Dagestani killer, lightweight, light heavyweight, and Mirzakhanov. You know what? I haven't matched up as Ozdemir, but I think I've got just a matchup for him in a second. And in the main event, unfortunately, my Yuri Prohaska got knocked out in the first round against. He got knocked out in the first round by an ex-stripper, man. And I'm not even joking, by the way. The UFC literally posted that. Carlos Ulberg used to be an ex-stripper. It was going so well. He injured his leg and he got overconfident. He rushed in and then he got clipped with the left hook coming in like a dickhead. Oh, this stings. This after such a good card. I knew this one was such a 50-50, and I was originally going to go with Carlos Ulberg, and then I switched it because I watched the Ozdemir fight. But man, this was would have been such a good fucking fight as well if it lasted just a bit longer, and if Yuri won. Man, light heavyweight shit. We've got fucking Carlos Ulberg as champion. Do you know how bad that is? No personality, no autism, not even fun fights. He doesn't knock people out that often. I know he knocked out Reyes and Yuri, but that doesn't happen often, trust me. Look at the fights before then. But man, he was getting battered, man. He was getting the legs kicked off him. He was actually had his leg injured, by the way, through Yuri's kick. I don't know if he tore something, but he did hurt his leg. And oh man, you don't understand. Like, I love Yuri Prohaska. One of my very first, well, not my very first card, but like when I started watching UFC consistently and watching every single fight from the fucking early prelim up to the main event, one of the first cards I watched fully, and not just like the core main event and sometimes a feature fight, was it UFC 275 Yuri versus Glover, one of the best fights in light heavyweight history. But man, he just fucked it. He just fucked it and rushed in like a dickhead. He just rushed in like a dickhead, man. And he could have easily got that. Literally, all he had to do was keep kicking the leg and he would have won. And and he was like shouting at him to like stand in the center and like brawl with him basically. And then Ulberg basically tried to brawl with him, but then Yuri would kick his leg. It's like, if you want to brawl, then maybe don't kick his injured leg. But man, this is so shit. Yuri has a kid as well. Do you not understand how shit that is? Bro, I don't know about Ulberg, but like Ulberg's boring anyway. I don't really give a shit about. You know, light heavyweight is ruined. Unless Paulo Costa becomes champion again. Fuck's sake, it's so bad. You don't understand how bad this is for the division. We've got some boring, no personality, but really skilled fighter. Oh, and I said he wouldn't get knocked out, and he got knocked out. By a left hook again as well. Oh, bro, that I'm not going to be over that for a week. I don't think I'm ever going to get over that. But in terms of matchmaking, I did say Mirzakhanov. Mirzakhanov versus Yuri Prohaska. Tell me that isn't a banger. Now, I anticipated Yuri was going to win this fight, so I didn't really think of this. As I was just going to be like, I know whoever gets the title shot next, maybe like a Jan Blachowicz. You know what I mean? If he beats that other guy, what's he called, Bogdan Guskov in the rematch. But it's not gonna happen, is it? It's not gonna happen. Because he just fucked it. He fucked it. He had a clear win. He was battering him. That's the worst part. He was battering him. He was clearly the better fighter in there, and he just fucked it. He just fucked it. Oh, it's so fucked. But yeah, him versus Mirzakhanov. I don't know. Give him. Please, UFC, give him 6 months to fully recover. Fuck's sake, Yuri. This is the thing with Yuri Prochazka. He's one of the most frustrating fighters to watch because when he loses, he looks like a fit cunt, and when he wins, he looks like a marauder. Like genuinely, not to use like Joe Roganisms, but like he genuinely did just look like I don't. I've not fully like. I've literally recorded this straight after. Like I've not even watched the main event, the interview afterwards with Joe Rogan. I can only imagine he's glazing like crazy. But man, fucking Yuri, man. And now I've got to watch fucking Gilbert Burns versus Mike Mallet. No. And then what's the next card after that? Isn't it like fucking? It's Zalal versus fucking Sterling. And then after that, I've got to watch Pratas knock out JDM. And then after that, I've got to watch fucking Sean Strickland get manhandled by Chimaev. Do you not understand the pain I'm going through? And I think after that, I think Arnold Allen's fighting, which I do think Arnold Allen wins that fight. So thank the Lord, I guess. But maybe not after what just happened because I was so convinced that you was gonna win and it was just a layup fight for him, and he just fucks it up. Like literally, the only person who can beat Yuri is himself and Pereira. This is so fucking bad for the division and for Olberg. Who can we even give Olberg? Ankalaev fucking just got starched. He's probably not even thinking straight still. Jan Blachowicz and Guskov have a fight signed. I don't know what the fuck that was myself. And everyone else doesn't deserve a title shot, so I don't know. I guess you just give him the winner of Guskov, Jan. Jan Blachowicz beat fucking Olberg, and I'll stand on that to the day I die. So I guess that you could make that rematch. But fuck's sake. Fucking Yuri. Only Yuri can fucking travel all the way to America, go for a fucking 50-week training camp, and dart into fucking range with his hands down like a retard and get starched. Bro. This is so fucking shit. You don't understand. The fucking sport's dead. We're just gonna have shit champions now. Like, think about it this way, right? So we've got Joshua Van at flyweight, and he's probably never gonna fucking fight again at this rate. Oh, and fucking Taylor and Van were supposed to be on this card too, for fuck's sake. And then what? Bantamweight. What were we supposed to have a bantamweight? Who's the champion bantamweight? We got Peter Yan, great fighter. Volkanovski, great fighter, but too many fucking decisions in his last fight was a bit of a stinker. Then lightweight, we got Ilya, but like Ilya's such a good fighter, but he just doesn't fight often enough. Welterweight, we've got Makhachev. I don't have to say anything about Makhachev's last performance; it speaks for itself. And then after that, we got Chimaev. That performance speaks for itself. Then after that, now we've got Olberg. That speaks for itself. And then after that, we've got fucking heavyweight Aspinall, who's going to be out for the rest of the fucking year with his eye because a fucking Frenchman poked his fucking eye out. The UFC is fucking fallen. The UFC is fallen. Like, if if I was the UFC, I'd just make the rematch. Wasn't supposed to happen, so we just make the rematch. But yeah, that was 8 minutes just talking about one fight. I kind of rushed the other two just to get onto this one. The other three, man. Anything else to talk about? Let me look at some other fights to try and drag this video out a bit. The Yuri fight is really like heartbroken me. Yuri is literally my favorite fighter. This is not good. Oh right, let's have a look at the prelims. I got Pico right. Pico won decision. That was an alright fight. I told you he would win. He's just got more volume and pressure. Pitbull will not handle that. I told you, point fighters do not handle that. Oh, the Kevin Holland fight. I can't even remember that fight, but yeah, yeah. But Gamrot got a really good win. He got a submission in the second round. I remember that against Ribovic too, who isn't bad either. Like I do think Ribovic will be good in the future. Tatiana Tavares. What about the early prelims or anything on that? I didn't watch the early prelims, but man, this card was a solid. You know what? Because Yuri lost, it's a 6 out of 10. If Yuri won, it would have been a 10 out of 10. But no, on a real, it would have been like an 8. But man, why did Yuri die in like a fucking idiot? I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about this at all. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Like, subscribe, and I would say follow me on Twitter, but I'm suspended, so I guess just subscribe. And whenever I get just unsuspended, I'll probably make a video talking about that. But yeah, I just rushed this one out. I'm gonna quickly edit it, upload it, and have my nap, because now this is just one recording about one fight. It's literally just been 10 minutes of me mourning. But yeah, like, subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2026. That would greatly appreciate it if you could help me out with that. And yeah,